From several bills to save gas stoves in America to a bill to limit the powers of the president. Here are 5 of the 13 interesting bills being voted on this week in the United States House of Representatives. The purpose of the Gas Stove Protection and Freedom Act is to prohibit the use of federal funds to ban gas stoves. According to the Congressional Research Services, this bill prohibits the Consumer Product Safety Commission from using federal funds to 1. Regulate gas stoves as banned hazardous product, or 2. Issue or enforce a product safety standard that prohibits the use or sale of gas stoves or substantially increases their price. The purpose of the regulations from the Executive in Need of Scrutiny Act of 2023, or the REINS Act of 2023, is to amend Chapter 8 of Title 5 United States Code to provide that major rules of the executive branch shall have no force or effect unless a joint resolution of approval is enacted into law. The Congressional Research Services says this bill establishes a congressional approval process for a major rule. A major rule may only take effect if Congress approves of the rule. A major rule is a rule that has resulted in or is likely to result in 1. An annual effect on the economy of $100 million or more. 2. A major increase in cost or prices for consumers, individual industries, government agencies, or geographic regions. Or 3. Significant adverse effects on competition, employment, investment, productivity, innovation, or the ability of U.S.-based enterprises to compete with foreign-based enterprises. The purpose of the Save Our Gas Stoves Act is to prohibit the Secretary of Energy from finalizing, implementing, or enforcing the proposed rule titled Energy Conservation Program, Energy Conservation Standards for the Consumer Conventional Cooking Products and for other purposes. The bill states, the Secretary may not determine the imposition of an energy conservation standard under this section for kitchen ranges or ovens is economically justified for purposes of subsection O, unless the Secretary determines the imposition of such energy conservation standard is not likely to result in the unavailability in the United States of a type or class of product based on what type of fuel the product consumes. Basically, this prohibits the Secretary of Energy from banning gas stoves. The purpose of the Separation of Powers Restoration Act of 2023 is to amend Title 5 United States Code to clarify the nature of judicial review of agency interpretations of statutory and regulatory provisions. According to the Competitive Enterprise Institute, the bill would require courts to conduct a de novo, from scratch, review of all relevant questions of law and regulation when they are called into question. This would help restore constitutional order and reassert Congress's role in writing the laws and the court's job in interpreting them. The purpose of House Bill 662 is to amend the Disaster Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act to improve disaster relief funding for agricultural producers and for other purposes. This bill authorized the Department of Agriculture to provide as block grants to states and territories certain funding available to assist agricultural producers with losses due to droughts, wildfires, hurricanes, floods, derechos, excessive heat, tornadoes, winter storms, freeze, smoke exposure, and excessive moisture occurring in the calendar year of 2022. The other bills being voted on this week in the House of Representatives are the Fair Investment Opportunities for Professionals Experts Act, Accredited Investor Definition Review Act, a bill to amend the federal securities laws, a bill to amend the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, the Senior Security Act of 2023, a House concurrent resolution to authorize the use of the Capitol grounds for the Greater Washington Soapbox Derby, Encouraging Public Offering Act of 2023, and the Middle Market IPO Cost Act. All bills can be found in the description below if you would like to read them yourself. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss out on any bills being voted on in the House of Representatives.